Some belly dancing essays. Chapter 1. Belly dancing is evolving to freewheeling sensual fun. A belly dancing essay 1. Raks Sharkai or belly dancing is one of the oldest dances in the world. Belly dancing emerged from the folk traditions of the Middle East and India. A big misconception about belly dance is that it is intended to entertain men. Women were segregated from men in that area in the past, so women got together and danced among themselves for fun. Belly dance was introduced to America when a dancer called Little Egypt performed at the Chicago World's Fair in 1893. Some Americans liked the eroticism. Religious types thought it was too lusty. Early Hollywood fell in love with scantily dressed women doing sultry dances. Think of Ziegfeld's Follies. Nowadays, women dance sexily as a form of feminism and freedom. There is money to be made in belly dancing, burlesque and striptease. Belly dancing is a solo performance that focuses on the torso and hips. Dancers combine a series of fluid movements to emphasize rhythm, like hip twists for percussive punctuation and shimmies, spins, and torso vibrations. Belly dance has traditional associations with both religious and erotic elements. These women's dances have their origins in the ancient fertility cults of the Middle and Near East. The dance is a source of feminine elegance, passion, and creativity. The belly dance has ancient pagan origins. The fertility cult existed in all ancient civilizations. The Great Mother Goddess has appeared under different names such as Mylitta, Isis, Ashtoreth, Astarte, Ishtar, Aphrodite, Venus, Bhagavati, Parvati, and Ceres. The function of these goddesses was reproduction of human beings, the fields, and the planet. Since the reproductive functions of the goddess were symbolized in the human female's reproductive organs, they started the practice of temple prostitutes, who were honored citizens in their day and time. The ancient definition of virgin meant that woman belonged to no man. Dance was a part of their duties. In Egypt today, it is still the custom at some weddings to hire a belly dancer to perform. The bride and groom often take a picture with their hands on the belly dancer's stomach, which signifies fertility. The Lamaze birthing classes teach the same movements as the art of belly dance. The dance itself was considered to be sacred, not intended to be seen by men at all. Somewhere along the way, belly dancing got monetized. Women started dancing for men for money. This is an early form of modern-day stripping. I've seen videos of Arab-looking men watching belly dancers. I don't understand the full breadth of Islam because it's supposedly against music and dance, but they both. It's definitely a fine line of controversy in the Arab world. If you go to the website bestgore.fun and type in belly dancing, the first 2 videos are of women being shot and beaten for dancing too sexy. It's the way they're brought up, to be so puritanical that they mess up their true natures. You can't be free in certain countries. I've watched men throw little rocks at several Western female tourists in Egypt. I concluded it was because they were wearing shorts in public. Egypt is a liberal country, but there are extremists everywhere. A belly dancing essay 2. Belly dance, historically known as Raks Baladi, meaning dance of the people of the country, originated as a form of entertainment for the common people. Other dances come from the Middle East. Dances such as the dervish and girda are done for spiritual reasons. Belly dance's most popular forms today are cabaret, classical and American tribal. Creativity and imagination design the boundaries for belly dance. The first recorded sensual dance dates back to a myth from ancient Sumerian times involving Inanna, the goddess of love who descended into the underworld to find her lover Damas. At each of the 7 gates, she removed an article of clothing or a piece of jewelry. As long as Inanna remained in hell, the earth was barren. When she returned, the earth again became abundant and fruitful. Some believe this myth evolved in the dance of the 7 veils of Salome from the Bible. The Bible records Salome's dance. The first mention of removing veils rises from Oscar Wilde's play of Salome in 1883. Some have claimed this to be the origin of modern sensual dance and the striptease, but other influences may have come from the Moulin Rouge striptease through to Middle Eastern belly dancing and American burlesque. In 1893, a man named Sal Bloom brought his version of Middle East sensual dance to the World's Fair. He called it the belly dance, giving it a taboo flair which helped it catch on. In the 1930s, during the modernization of Egypt, a woman named Badia Mossabni created a nightclub to entertain Westerners and locals. Dancers wore two-piece costumes. Belly dance was produced as a large stage production. In the Middle East, in many places, the belly dance is performed by women, for women. The circle of women dance for each other at Hafla, a gathering centered around food and belly dance. The ancient Middle Eastern belly dance was thought to induce fertility in women and to strengthen their bodies in preparation for childbirth. There is a negative stigma attached to sensual dance and the art of belly dance. Sensual dance and belly dance has rich history that can be traced back to ancient origins. A belly dancing essay 3. Belly dance is a sensual, graceful art form. Middle Eastern restaurants or weddings might feature a ballet dancer as part of the entertainment. Do we dance for ourselves to have fun or to entertain others? Is belly dancing art or a sensual form of stripping? It's in the eye of beholder. The contradiction is that the Muslim world frowns on dancing and singing in general. In every crowd, like a Middle Eastern wedding where a woman belly dances because it's part of the tradition of fertility, there are always conservative men who are seething because this dancer goes against the Quran in their minds. It's the way they're brought up. The belly dance is best done in freer countries for the safety of the dancers. Ancient Arabia had gypsies and harems where women from different areas mingled, which led to the development of their sensual dances all throughout Asia. Women danced with each other. The Gawazi, gypsy dancers, passed their dances on throughout the Arabian Gulf to India and southern Europe. Nowadays, the attitude towards bell dancing straddles two ideas. Free people think it's beautiful expression. Conservative people think it's too sexy for public consumption. The 1960s Egyptian film Zuzu is about a filmmaker who falls in love with one of his dancers who has a tarnished background as a belly dancer, so he's torn whether to fall in love anyway or reject her. The Islamic fundamentalist movement and some Christians frown on the dance as promoting promiscuous behavior. Egypt is as modern as any Muslim country, but the conservatives are still there trying to stop the free people from living their lives. Egypt has modern discos and nightclubs where they dance freely. The problem with some Arabic societies is that the fundamentalists feel free to go after anyone they see is going against their law. I saw a YouTube video where a teenage guy was walking down the street in Saudi Arabia listening to his MP3 player dancing, whereupon the Mutawa, the religious police, arrested him. I heard that they stopped patrolling Saudi Arabia in the past year or so. If somebody feels good dancing around, it's a great thing called joy or happiness. Repressive societies ultimately fail because they can't stop it forever. Dancers now combine Middle Eastern dance with modern pop music. Turkey and Egypt are modern countries where the women dance freely if they want to. It's about fun and sensuality. The ancient fertility roots of the dance aren't taken seriously much anymore. Belly dance is a sensual dance that Westerners might watch in a restaurant or a show to make themselves feel good and be entertained. It adds to a fun atmosphere.